Yes, because you know you are going to get the money in July. Can you now look for money from other source, knowing fully well what the amount will be in July, because you want to pay your zakat during Ramadan? Thank you very much. It bothers me very much.
Okay. All right. That was quite a good question.
I've just answered the question.
Somebody's hand is up. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
My question here is that this zakat, is it a fixed proportion or is something that it will increase every year?
Is it fixed or is it increased every year? Is there anybody asking a question? The men understand everything. Abi? All right, sir. Sir, you can answer.
Well, I think Imam said he had just asked the question outside. The question, or the questioner, it would be preferable if you pay zakat, you have to pay zakat at the stated time. How long kamila? That is one good calendar year. But you should not use Gregorian. If you use Gregorian calendar and you have been paying zakat for 30 years, then there is a balance of 1 year zakat that Allah owes you that you should pay. Because in Islam, 1 year is 360 days. But for the Gregorian, it's around 365 or 66 days. So Professor Hussein Abdul Karim, of blessed memory from the Lagos State, has done the calculations. And we have to be very careful with that. إن عدة الشهور عند الله 12 شهرا في كتاب الله يوم خلق السماوات والأرض منها أربعة حرم ذلك الدين القيم. Therefore, we must use the Islamic calendar in calculating the right of God, not the Gregorian calendar. Number two, if you have 1 million, now they reserve for Lagos people. They are using the 85-gram currents and using the silver so that everyone may have the opportunity of paying zakat easily. But in some other places they use gold. It's one of the cases now we have made before the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs. In Nigeria we may have to have one, or if we are taking two, there is going to be some confusion. We either take gold or we take silver. But for now, for this year, Lagos has taken silver. And for that reason, their reserve is about 1.4 point something million naira. But for us here in the north, from Kaduna down to Kano, they have taken from the gold. And the reserve for this year is around 2.2 million. Therefore, whichever one you take, for me, there is no cause for alarm. But very soon we will try to get this from the Supreme Council so that there be one reserve in one country. And if you have 2 million somewhere, but you have 500 somewhere, and maybe you have another business of another money somewhere, you put all together and bring out the due for Allah, that is zakat. Not necessarily you go to that fixed deposit and bring out the money. No, you don't need to do that. Put the 1A, B, C together. They are now 3 million or 5 million. Take out what is due for Allah. Leave the rest to continue where they are, but give Allah His own right, and now you will be allocated, inshallah. You get my point? The time is 1 year. One year. But there is, even last week we have had serious discussion about the issue. And that's why I would prefer talking with you, or you talk to the Imam on personal basis to come out. But these are general. They cannot just easily apply on everyone. They are a kind of business that if they go, you allow them to go on their own. Maybe this business you started at this year, the other business you started this year, or if this one is for farm product, or this one is for, so there is difference on that. If you look at the book of Kitab al-Zakat, by Uthaymeen. He has made some very useful submission in that. So I think we can discuss that one later to get more information. Then for our sister asking about the fixedness of the zakat. Zakat is 2.5%. If you don't know that 1/40 for zakat man, whatever kind of man you have, as long as it is 1 year, then you take out 1/40, or you say 2.5%. That's all of that wealth. But if it is for farming, if it is for farm produce, it's 1/10. It's 1/10. If you have 10 bags of maize, you give 1. And for irrigation, they said it's 1/20. But some of the ulama, some of the scholars say the irrigation, if they are referring here, is the irrigation of shadow. Our Baba is here. You know what is the shadow irrigation? It's more stressful. When you have sprinkler, or you have drip irrigation system, or you have the gravity irrigation system, like the one we have in our dams. Some of the fuqaha, including Sheikh Muhammad Isa Mafra, argue that you cannot give nisbul ushur. You can't give 1/20 on that. You have to give 1/10, because as far as the mushaqqa is concerned, you have not undergone any mushaqqa. Then zakat is all about fiqh. That's why when we went to Sudan, they say, leave your malikiya. Our zakat is based on maslah al-insan. Whether it is in Masaba A or Masaba B or Masaba C, we will bring it, because the essence is to make life easy for people. So then the other one is, when you are talking of that of ma'adan, when you go for any mineral resources which are zakatable, you bring it out, you give the zakat due there and then. So there are so many things to do with fiqh zakat, and this kind of lecture is not really for such discussions, but you can see how interesting it is to discuss about the issue of the zakat. There are so many unhidden things that we didn't know about zakat. Like somebody now who has based his zakat only on Gregorian calendar. If he stays for some years, then he is going to have short of 1 year of his zakat that he has not given back to Allah. And that could be very serious, because those who refuse to give zakat, the lecture is not for here. So that's why I didn't take much time to discuss about the penalty and the consequences of those who have not given zakat. But it's enough when you go back to Quran and say, it is enough for you, Allah, to have joined and identify those who do not give zakat with mushrikun. And Allah said on Yawm al-Qiyamah, there is going to be a very big snake, and all the money of which he has not given zakat is going to be changed into a very hot melted iron to be put in his body. And you say, Ana maluka, Ana kanzuka, Ana maluka, Ana kanzuka. So the issue of the zakat is a very serious issue. It's only that our leaders have not yet understand the problem they are having for not recognizing zakat and giving zakat its rightful position in the home of affairs of the country. May Allah guide each and every one of us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Was the question answered? No, I will answer. Okay, great.